Be green and free. The Journey of Rook Episode 3. New friends and scary days to the Ironbelch. It's Rook again cycle. Maybe 3. My feet stopped hurting a while ago. Or maybe I stopped noticing. The tunnel got warmer, heavier with this rot honey smell. It started around a bend where the old bricks were sweating green. I followed it, and then the tunnel opened. A wide cave, low ceiling, thick with hanging roots. The stench hit first. Sweet, swampy, real like the first time you smell gob meat stew. Real like moss after a monsoon. There was a patch of grass, not synth grass. Real, it crunched when I stepped on it. There was water, too, a shallow pool, slicked with algae. I knelt, sniffed, dipped a finger. Not bitter, not recycled. I drank, laughed, almost cried. Then I saw it. A small table, a bedroll, a little lantern, food wrapped in brown fiber cloth, and a note. Wait, Rook, I'll be there soon. There is hope. Friend, eat, rest, put on the pale paint. We will need to go. Topside, enjoy, then get ready. I stared at it a long time. My name Rook. They knew it. That chilled me more than the tunnel wind ever did. But the food smelled safe. Boiled roots, something nutty, a flat cake of black bread. So I ate. My stomach cried thanks. I don't remember falling asleep. Just the bedroll and quiet. The cave hummed, not like a machine, like a mouth breathing. When I woke, a shadow stood at the cave's edge. Not gorge, not pale enforcer. A goblin, tall, broad-skulled, paint-streaked. He knelt. Don't fear, Rook, he said. I'm friend. I sat up fast. How do you know my name? He smiled. Calm. We know all natural born. We protect you. Green protects green. First said by the first Khan. My name is Grimly. The paint, it's just paint. Like armor. You ready to go topside? I didn't answer right away. My hands shook. He waited. Finally I said, where? My place, he said. Until it's safe. When more arrive, we'll move again. So I followed him. We moved quiet. Through a hatch at the back of the cave. Up a long shaft. Past rusted ducts and empty wiring. He climbed first. Then helped me through a vent. Then more stairs. Then he pushed open a wooden slab and lifted me up into a home. Goblin-sized. Cozy. Dull lights. Old pillows. Books. He closed the stair hatch and slid. A painting over it hid it from above. It was a painting of the forest. Real forest. Ironbelch Works. This is my place, he said. We'll stay here. Watch the news. If someone knocks, hide. Paint or no paint, they're counting us. Head count checks. Data drips. They mark you if you're seen. They ignore you if you play it right. But don't risk it yet. He tossed me a flicker pad remote. Watch something. I'll be back. One more to find tonight, and then he left. To Goblin Lords, I knew one Scourvox, master of drones. The other wore a soft smile. They talked about unity, about obedience, about pills, and then they wiped off their paint. Underneath, pale. They'd been pale for grind spans. How long has this been their plan? I froze. The hatch opened again. Grimly came back, and someone new. A goblin yellow-green. Odd tint, like fungus on a wall that's been scraped and grown again. He didn't say much at first. His name was Nart. He had paint on too. Looked at me like he was trying to guess my thoughts. I didn't say anything. I'm not a smart goblin. Just thought it'd be rude to ask. We ate. We said little. They both stayed the night. Tomorrow, we go topside. Next cycle, I barely slept. Grimly left again early and came back with 3 more. To bright green goblins, real forest tones, and one. A hobgoblin. That stunned me. I'd never seen one down here. But things are different now. Ever since Zarn's new laws, hobgoblins and green goblins were on the same tier. Grimly had us check our pale paint again. Make sure every inch was covered. We passed around rags and packed supplies. Rations, false IDs, powder packs to fake our scent if sniffers were nearby. Then he unrolled the map. One more safe house tonight, he said. Then It's exit time. We left the home, into the lower ducts. I was terrified, shaking the whole way, but I learned it quick. Gorgs are dumb. If you look pale or gray, they leave you alone. We moved fast, but not too fast. Grimly led us. Nart kept lookout. The hobgoblin, silent, always near the back. News feeds buzzed from wall screens in passing windows. Buy this, obey that. Gutworks now offering purity dips. Trash. We walked so far, legs burning, and finally we made it. The second safe house. There were 5 goblins already there, watching the feed. One of them stood up, ran to Grimly, whispered something, anxious. Grimly tensed. They turned the volume up. The pale perimeter around the Ironbelch Works has been reinforced. All travel restricted. Violators will be marked. Yelling broke out grimly and to others. One said it was too risky, that we wait. Grimly snapped. We have no choice. We rush early next cycle. I know event close to Ironbelch. It'll drop us near the carts. The extraction's still set. We have to trust them. These goblins risked everything getting this far. They agreed. Faces grim. No joy. Just silent resignation. They told us to rest. I did. Then we were shaken awake so early it still felt like night. 15, maybe 20 goblins now. Split into 2 groups. I was with Grimly, Nart, the hobgoblin, and believe it or not, a Grizz clone. One of the older models. Barcode on his cheek read something like 23199956G. Still had that terrifying smile. Even now, we moved fast. Tunnels turned tighter. Then, gunfire. Loud, close. Grimly spun around, shouted, "Run, run now." He drew his laser gun and covered us. We were half a sector out. I could hear sirens, metal shouting, drone orders being barked to Zarn's military. The Pale Guard were here, then fighting. Goblin voices. Grimly gasped, "The works, they're fighting back." His radio crackled. Cogtooth down. Grey Gorgs got Cogtooth. Grimly's jaw clenched, but we kept moving. Down another bend, Grey Goblins rushed us. He opened fire to dropped. I looked ahead there, Ironbelch Works. I could see smoke, the glint of fire on the metal pipes. The war zone. Grimly spotted something glowing, an energy pistol, half buried in rubble. He tossed it to me. "This'll keep you safe." Never fired one? Doesn't matter. You're in it now, brother. You're about to learn. And learn I did. The closer we got, the worse it became. Ash in the air, screams, sirens, the clanging of alarms. Then rooftops above us, goblins banging metal pipes. Signal, friendly. They helped us across, guiding us in. But then Barry got hit. The Grizz clone, shot in the shoulder, trying to pull open event cover. Still, we made it inside. Grimly looked around. Spotted a train cart ready to leave. One open door cart, 15,735,960 to black. We ran. Everything shook. Explosions. The whole works under siege. The air full of smoke and metal. And then monsters. Not goblins. Not gorgs. Cyborg goblins. Half meat, half machine. Bodies cobbled together from scrap and clone parts. One stopped a train, ripped open the hatch, and started, dragging green goblins out, arresting, or worse, not our cart, but too close. We ran harder, goblins helping each other up into the train. Nart pulled me in, grimly fired behind us. Then the hobgoblin paused, looked at us, yelled, "For the con!" He charged out into fire, gave us time. Grimly's radio sparked. We got crankulous. Last train go. Go now. And we did. The cart roared to life. Doors slammed. We moved. Where we're going, I don't know. But I'm not underground. I'm not tracked. I'm not pale. I'm green. I'm free. For now. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in next time to see what's next for Rook.